Hi, I'm Zero. This is my stream seroRPG because I does RPGs. What are we doing today? Today we are playing a solo RPG called Save Community Radio. It's a TTRPG you can get online from Itch, from Drive Through RPG. It's available for free, so you can download it if you want and read along. I've read through it already. It seems simple enough. We get to roll some dice in this one. It says we need two six-sided dice, one eight-sided dice. I've got my two six-siders here, and my ducky D8. You can't see it, but there's a little duck in there. It says we need two decks of cards, one pencil, and this printed out or written template. It says we need two decks of cards. I'm not saying dick. So it says you can use one deck of cards instead of two if you want to run a shorter game. I have no idea how long the game will run for, but I have seen someone play it and they spent 8 hours doing it. So I assumed that they used two instead of one. So we'll try one and see how we go because I hope to be finished in less than 2 hours. Well, this stream in less than 2 hours. We can always come back and play again the rest of it later. So, should we get started? So, a party of unlikely heroes against an unwilling local government. You and your group of friends used to run a radio station, giving up your weekends and nights to make sure your local community got a fresh dose of sound waves. Problem is that as time passed, most of your friends stopped doing so, except for you, who is still passionately trying to keep it up and running, and failing mostly. Now the local government is threatening to cut funding and shut down your station unless you can prove that you can handle it. But to do so, you have to get your friends back together. Basically, we have to get the gang back together, guys. Navigate the fallout of our previous relationships into each character and convince them to help you to save the radio or live to see it shut down. Safe Community Radio is a solo journaling RPG focusing on building relationships with multiple characters. Blah 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 blah. So basically, we have to get the gang back together and save the community radio. But before we do that, we've got to create the town that we're in and stuff like that. So we have to answer some questions first. And we have to create our town. So what's the name of our town? Does anyone have any ideas? As you can see here, we need to find out what the name of the town is. If it's a big town, city, or a small town. Do I like living there? Have I tried moving out? Have I always lived here? Do the people in community like you? Do you like the people in the community? We need a name for the radio station. That's very important. And does our radio station serve a specific neighborhood or the entire city? How geeky do we want to get here, guys? And do I think the people enjoyed my radio station at some point? So, were we once popular? I guess this is the question here. Because we currently aren't popular. So, does anyone have any suggestions for names for the town? New potato food. What? Wow. Okay. Yep. Sure. We'll go for that. Okay. So new potato food. It's a small town. And the radio stadium. Why WTTO for the radio station? WTTO. Can you explain that, Dixon? Why WTTO? Does it stand for anything? I didn't really know how. Okay, radio. Oh, Tato. Yeah, let's call it Tato because it's new potato food. Tato. Don't tell me our radio station's about potatoes. That would be sad. Do you think they like the radio station? Actually, what was our radio station about? Are we very niche? Of course, not about potatoes. That would be wrong. We like, it's about yams. Shut up, Dixon. Go home. Do you think we did do something niche? Do we focus on Star Trek, or do we focus on TTRPGs, or you make my life easy and go with TTRPGs? So Tato is a radio station about TTRPGs. Okay, awesome. We're almost like making a podcasting network or a streaming network, in a sense, aren't we? Okay. Did they ever like us? We don't have to answer all of these questions. I guess just enough. Do I like? I guess we need my character. Should I just play as me? So yes, I have left, but I have come back. Unfortunately, I've come back to the place where I grew up. We'll say have left, returned, still living in childhood home. This is pretty sad, isn't it? I want to point out that my mother has moved out and we are renting. We're doing this until we can find a house to buy. So we can roll a dice or we can pick why the local government wants to shut us down. Let's roll. Number 4. They don't see the point of a radio station anymore. How rude. So rude. Oh, someone doesn't like your person. You want to focus on TV station. You kick someone important out of the radio station. Yeah, okay. We can also roll for win, but I think we should just say the present because that's easier, isn't it? Now we get to make our old friends, our old characters. I should put a few other things in here. Radio station. And then under the radio station, there's is determination. So I have to increase the relationship number with my old friends to at least 3 for a number of them. But at the same time, I could run out of determination. So I've got 15 determinations. But we'll go with something out of 5. And we'll go with something out of 15. How does that work? That look. Every so often I gotta remember to hit save. Now we can create some characters. So the game comprises of 7 characters who used to be best friends, but now they have a variety of good and bad relationships due to things that have happened in the past. One of them is me, the narrator who happens to be trying to save the radio, and the character creation process will be repeated 7 times, once for each character. So we got to start by working out the base personality and roll on the radio to do that. So we first roll for the base personality, the stereotype in a sense, from what they were like in high school when we first started working on this community radio station, and then also what role they took on while they were working at the radio station. Okay, so shake the dice. We're starting with the nerd, and the nerd, for some reason, was the producer. So if you can come up with names, guys, that would be awesome. So we need to think about other things about them, like what did they do outside of the radio station? Is their name Randolph, aka Dolphin Dixon? Is that what you're suggesting? Oh, Dolphin. I get that because Dolph. Okay. Very cute. Very cute of you. So what else do we do? What did they do outside of the race station? Did they study? Did they go to college? Have they gone to college? If so, what for? How did they end up on the radio station? I think that I'm gonna cheat for how everyone ended up on the radio station. I think we ended up Maybe we started the radio station ourselves, because we got into a breakfast club situation where we all ended up in detention one day. And the teacher who was minding us, who actually did mind us, talked us into it for, I don't know, extra credit or something. I don't know. So that sounds like the easiest way to answer that one. We were all roped into it because breakfast club detention. And so I guess that makes sense that Randolph would then, the nerd would then end up being the producer. I'm just randomly shuffling cards while we speak. It's going to be the most shuffled deck of cards. And remember, I'm not saying dick, it's my accent. I am saying dick. DECK. What do you think they did outside of the radio station? Do you think they just lived and breathed TTRPGs themselves since they're a nerd? Yeah, let's say they were totes the nerd and lived and breathed TTRPGs. And they went to college. What would they have studied in college? What did nerds study in college? Something. We'll go with that so far. They went to college. What were their dreams and ambitions? To be Chris Perkins. For those who don't know, Chris Perkins is a guy who works for Wizards of the Coast, who we actually like. We don't like Wizards of the Coast, but we like Chris Perkins. He does the narration and story side of things. And he also did dungeon mastering for Acquisitions Inc. on PAX and for Penny Arcade Guides. So he's been doing that. He did that for, I don't know, over a decade or something. So it's gone for a while. So make it radio related, like broadcasting. So he's actually really good. Did he finish or did he end up like burning out or something? And now he hates TTRPGs or something. I'm assuming it's a he. Oh, the program was shut down. That's so smart. Dreamed of being the next Chris Perkins. Because Chris Perkins well before Matt Mercer. So I was going to say you would have wanted to have been the next Matt Mercer. But yeah. What is Dolphin doing now? Dolphin makes apps for currently makes apps for rich influencers. Poor Dolphin. Poor Dolphin. Okay. That'll do for that one. Who we got next? We won't go for that one. This one here. I'll roll for the next one. Oh, I rolled a 2 and a 5, so that should be a socialite and as a voice actor, or a witch as a reporter. I think witch as a reporter sounds much more interesting. Don't forget to think about names, people. So they were. Do you think they were a reluctant journalist or Rosie? Rosie the witch. Now, is Rosie male or female or something else? Memory of Rosie, who doesn't exist anymore. Rosie's going to be playing in the Twitch anniversary. I told you this. Okay, so we got the Rosie the witch reporter. Maybe they went on an overseas experience to find themselves, and no one has really heard from them since. But we occasionally get a random message from them. How does that sound? Oh, mysterious. Sounds good. I don't know how to spell occasionally. That's wrong. I know that's wrong. Is there too many C's or too many S's? Let's go with a yellow one right in the center there. Rolling for the next one. I've rolled it a 2 and a 6 this time. So either the socialite is. Oh no, I've been rolling the wrong dice. I should be rolling a D8 and a. Let me roll it again. Me so dumb. Okay, so keep rolling 3s and 5s. Okay, so the loner who is the program director. Why is the text not showing up? What happened? Oh, it's underneath the yellow square. My bad. And I'll also fix that occasionally. Do we have a name for the program director? I wonder what my job was. I guess I at the moment I guess I'm doing a little bit of everything in present time. But where did I start out? But at the moment we need information for the program director. Oh, it tells you down further what each job is. So the program director is the person that makes sure that there are no gaps in your programming and that each show is at the optimal time for its target audience. I was the advertiser? We'll see what's left over. And I'll take that. But the loner, what should we call the loner? Should we give them a mysterious name? Like, I don't know. I can't come up with a mysterious name. No, we don't have to figure out 13 more of these. Mr. Ray? You want Mr. Ray to be the loner? Sure, we'll just name them after people we know. Mr. Ray, loner, program director. Okay, we'll say that Mr. Ray got married, had child, became a teacher of history. The loner sense is interesting. All you can remember about this person is that they never really spent any time with the rest of you, at least not for the first half of your friendship. It's like they have a whole mysterious persona behind your back. They're surely a wild card. Lona got married, became a history teacher, and had a kid. Yep. Well, that's why you picked the name Mr. Ray. Yeah. Anyway. Anything else? It'll do. Let's pick a pink one. Let me see. What are we rolling for next? Drugs. Okay, we have the athlete. Could have rolled it again. And the radio host. Name for the athlete radio host. Okay, so the radio host is the voice of the radio. Well, at least for non-fiction programs, they have the magnetism to their voice, captivating the audience with their mellow tones. Athlete is Cap, radio host is Ian. What? Should we call them Cap Ian? So an athlete is someone who is athletic in some way, and they still should, in theory, be physically strong or the strongest person you know. Yeah, we're matching up a base personality like athlete, socialite, nerd, punk, witch, and loner to a role they have on the radio station. You misunderstood, right? Okay, so make it Trogs because I feel like that's funny. Because Trogs was never an athlete, and his name was Trogs. What was this athletic thing? Trogs. You was on the school golf team. Okay, golf. High school golf team. I know for real that you was. Extreme Frisbee Golf. I know you was, Chugs. I was on the school badminton team. When I was in other schools, I was in, what was I? I did hockey. Yeah. Anyway, I know for real. Do you want me to make it extreme? I'll make it extreme golf, frisbee golf. Extreme frisbee golf. And he got a scholarship to college, and surprisingly, he stayed in and graduated in business or something. Does he have lots of money now? Um, took a frisbee to the knee and no longer plays. Married, has cats. I think that's funny. Let's see. What do we got? It's the pink one. There's a yellow square. Oh, I've got a blue. No, I don't want the blue one. We'll go with this one. Whoops. Who have we got left? I keep rolling the same one. I've just got punk and socialite left. So we've done producer, haven't we? Voice actor. Punk voice actor. Give me a name when you've got one. So a punk is the only person I actually knew about radio before joining because they've had a band for years now. They're ready to rage them against this machine. Somehow they're even angrier these days. Punk Maya, she landed a job as the Pink Ranger. That's why she left. Oh, that's awesome. Some of them might leave because they had issues with other people. And that leaves us with the is there anything else there? What's she doing now? Is she still the Pink Ranger? Has she become the Yellow Ranger, or has she become the first female Black Ranger or Blue Ranger or something? Or has she lived long enough to become the villain in the Ranger story? Or did any of these characters get married to each other? Or any of them married to me once and then no longer? Or did they date? She's still the Pink Ranger, but she wants to be blue one. That's why she's still mad. Okay. Mr. A. I dated Mr. A, but then he got married. So that just leaves the socialite. Oh. I could be the writer. That makes sense. And the socialite could be the marketing director. That makes sense. How does it look? Do I need to rearrange some things? Move some things up and over. Text. I don't know if this text is going to look alright on that. So this is the socialite who needs a name, who is the marketing director. Let's see. So the socialite is the person that lives and breathes high society and charisma. They're charming, sure, but they also know all the rules to dealing with the rich and the powerful. I kind of feel like they would be like an influencer right now, wouldn't they? Or they would be more like Nicole Richie or a Kardashian. Would they be like a Kardashian now? Cat. Yeah. Okay. So Cap, marketing director. This person's responsible for making sure the world knows about the radio station. They're also responsible for making sure you get paid by having ads on air. Right. So what do we know about Cap, the socialite marketing director? also had a crush on Mr. Ray. Wow, Mr. Ray getting around. Wow. Feelings were never returned for either of them. Wow. Oh, maybe that's why. um, this is gonna get like everyone's crushing on everyone, man. What did Cap do after being spurned by two of the other people here? Started 6 podcasts. That's why they dropped the. How many of those podcasts are still going? He's planning 2 more. This is hilarious. Okay, it's saved. And then there's me, the writer, responsible for writing the scripts for all the shows, be them fiction or non-fiction. But when everyone left, I had to take on all sorts of roles. Maybe we could double up the nerd. He did the broadcast engineer as well. Producer and broadcast engineer. That makes sense. Is there anything extra? This should be an extra one, right? We've got the. Is there a producer? Yep, producer, the reporter. I'm the writer. There's a. Oh, that should be it, right? Yeah. So, yep. I think that sounds good. Should we start our day? How does that work? The good morning. This game works day by day. Yeah. So each day I get to roll a d6. For each day my character works on the radio station, and the number that we get on the dice is how many cards I have to take. After that, I will turn all the cards up and organize them to whatever order that makes sense. For my storytelling, each card will represent something different. Let me see. I printed everything out. So if it's a spades card, it's something that happens in the local community. Or that is relevant to us, and each one of them will, depending on what we get, if it's a 1 through king, an ace through king, it'll tell us what it is. For diamonds, it's something about the broadcast, because that frequently goes wrong, and at the end of the day, I'm just one person trying to run a radio that was supposed to be full of people in different roles. These cards will affect my will to keep working on the radio station, as eventually one has to give up if things keep going wrong. Going back to the spades, the local community, it says the local community is composed of neighborhoods that simply have no time for you, and a local government tired of paying for the expenses of a local radio that nobody listens to anymore. These cards will affect my will to keep working on the radio, and even I have a breaking point when it comes to being unappreciated. If it's a club card, the radio station equipment is breaking down because of lack of funding. These cards will only affect the radio station itself, which I keep either ruining by accident or finding things that you can't fix. Careful not to demolish the place. If it's a heart card, despite trying to help as best as they can, my teammates have their own lives and their complex emotions about your friendship. These cards will make my friends incommunicable, and you won't be able to interact with them for a while. And depending on the card, it might also say who might be able to help me deal with these things, or who I might need to contact, or who I can't contact. And it might be either based on the personality type, like the nerd, the socialite, the athlete, or it could be based on the role they had on the radio station. So the voice actor, the radio host, the producer, that kind of thing. Oh, Dixon says you had a fight with Dolphin before he left, which gave him the final push to leave. Okay, what was the fight about? Oh, it's over here. I'll zoom in. Too much. Sorry, Mr. A, I'm just going to push it down a bit. So we've got for Randolph Dolphin. He's a nerd, producer, and broadcast engineer. He lived and breathed TTRPGs, and then he went to college for broadcasting, and the program was shut down, so they gave up on radio and dreamed of being the next Chris Perkins. Currently makes apps for rich influencers. Had a fight with this dude, which gave him the final push to leave. Maybe fighting to have the program stay open, or one of you didn't fight for it. So the program, do you mean a program on the radio station or the program at the college? What do you mean? Please define program that I did not fight for. Why would I be fighting for it? Was I also in the same course? Maybe I was in the same course as well. But I just gave up and went back to the radio station? Yeah. I'll probably after the stream change the wording of these things so it makes more sense later. And I didn't fight alongside to save it. I gave up on the radio station. I'll change string to pins to there. Instead of rich influencers, we'll just say rich idiots. I want to say, for me, I'll put me over here, what my history is. So we remember Zero, writer, went to college for broadcasting. Program shut down. We'll say I went overseas, visited Rosie, and returned to the radio station. Like, I just realized I don't have a base personality type. Okay, let's see. How's that? So I rolled the d6, pick out that many number of cards, flip them over, work out what they are, and put them in an order, I guess. And then we have to solve each card. So each card could either be solved by one of the base personalities or one of the radio roles. If character is me, that's great. I can automatically solve that card, one card per day. If you cannot solve a card yourself, choose one of the characters to solve it for you. Remember, you can only interact with each character once a day. Match characters and card carefully. Roll the d6 to find out the outcome of the interaction, and then add or subtract one, depending on the current relationship with that person. After all, if someone doesn't like you, they're less likely to help. So basically, if we're currently in a negative relationship, I have to -1. If the relationship is neutral, don't add or minus anything. If the relationship is positive, I add a +1. So after we get the number, the result is if you get 1 to 2, they didn't help you and dislike that you asked, the card isn't solved and you lose a relationship point with this character. If I get a 3 to 6, they helped you and the time spent together helped you strengthen the relationship. You gain a relationship point with this character. It's important to note that in the narrative, solving a card doesn't mean that the issue didn't happen, only that it got solved. There are no solution suggestions in the cards. You have to come up and write with that yourself. I can interact once with each character every day. Of course, a lot of these interactions will be used on the cards, but sometimes you won't have interacted with someone at all at the end of the day. Whenever that happens, roll a d6 and add or subtract 1, depending on the current relationship, if the relationship is negative. So if I don't pick someone to help me, I then roll to see how the relationship went at the end of the day, right? Does that make sense to everyone? Is that what it's saying? You can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm only making assumptions here. And then after getting the final number, you do that again. You can describe this interaction however you want. Maybe you went out for ice cream, or maybe you invited them over to watch a movie. This time, the radio doesn't even have to be involved. Right. I think somewhere there should be here we go. The relationship points. Oh, look, we could have done this. So, how do each of your friends feel about you after all these years? To find that out, roll the six-sided. Ha 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 ha. Look, we skipped a bit. This could have helped us while we were creating. My bad, people. Okay. So, for each of the NPC, if that number is four or more, you have a positive relationship. All right. Who should we do first? Let's try Rosie. Whew. 6! We rolled a 6, so I get a +3. Should I put that up by the name? I should put that up by the name, eh? I'll do this. Sorry, I just scared myself. +3. That looks so hidden. It'll be easier to see at the bottom. +3. Okay, so, apparently I had a really good time with Rosie overseas. Yeah. Let's try Randolph Dolphin. Should we automatically put a bad relationship with the ones we've already had a falling out with, like Randolph? Unless we made up for it since then, but I don't think we did. -3. Cap. Let's roll for Cap. 4. So a 4 is a +1. Let's go for Maya. Ooh, Maya doesn't like me. -3. What happened there, Maya? Ugh, maybe I tried out for the Blue Ranger and got it? Yeah? Oh, what about I got the role and turned it down? But conflict, I couldn't make it. I'm not a fan of the show. I'm not a fan of the show. I'll put that down next to why the -3. Okay. I hit save. This is hilarious. Who's next? Oh, Trugs. Trugs. 2. -2. Trugs don't like me. Oh, hang on. We have we can write down a justification for these. I can pick a wrong way we don't have a good relationship. 2. One of your friends accused you of being selfish and self-centered and you blow up at them. Makes no sense. Trugs accused me of being self-centered. Roll again. I didn't like that one. 6. You simply grew apart. Their dislike of you was informed by your public persona. I don't like that. I rolled a 6 again. I think it's trying to tell me something. Another 6. We've nothing in common. 666. Yes, exactly, Trugs. Is that everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Mr. Ray. Mr. Ray doesn't like me either. That's a -2. Why doesn't Mr. Ray like me? It keeps wanting me to roll number 2. There was one big fight about something so stupid you can barely remember and you haven't spoken since. That makes sense. I'm not messaging him and asking him. One big fight about something so stupid I can barely remember. Haven't spoken since. Okay. That's everyone, isn't it? Oh, I got 2 -3s, 2 -2s, a +1 and a +3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I hope I'm not making anyone sick by moving everything around. Okay. Hit save. What's this? Finally, use the following table to add or subtract a point from each relationship based on the compatibility of the base personalities to the what? To the main characters? What? So I get oh, I can get a +1. Interesting. So Randolph the nerd gives me an -4? Is that what it's saying? No, that can't be right, right? What's it saying? Use the following table to add or subtract a point from each relationship based on the compatibility of their base personalities to the mass. I don't get that. So was it? I don't understand this. Can someone explain it to me? You fought over the morality of dipping French fries in milkshakes. I used to do that when I was younger. I don't do that anymore. I don't know why. Not the fighting, the dipping of French fries into milkshakes. Use the following table to add or subtract a point from each relationship based on the compatibility of their base personalities to the main characters. I guess I don't get it because of how it's displayed. Why is it? I'm confused. You need the compatibility of the base personality. Yes. I remember, folks, I am easily confused. This is a good example of it. Oh, I didn't choose the base personality for myself. Is that what you're saying? Oh, what would my base personality be? Should I have? Am I supposed to have done that? Will be repeated 7 times. Oh, yeah, I didn't pick one for me. Should I roll for me, or do you want to pick one for me? Athlete, socialite, nerd, punk, witch, loner. What should I be? Hang on, why a D8? I've already picked that I'm the writer from the D8 one. Don't I need to be an athlete, a socialite, a nerd, a punk, a witch, or a loner? Trogs keeps coming in and out. I'm getting really confused too. Do you want me to roll for it, or do you want to assign me one? I'll roll for it. Apparently, you weren't supposed to make one of each. You were supposed to roll for what you were making. I don't get what you mean. You need to start by finding a base personality and a role on the radio. So find the personality and then write it down on your template. Then use an 8-sided die to find out what they do on the radio. Yeah, we did that, but we didn't do one for me. Is that what you're saying? I picked a writer for me from the thingy. Oh, that sounds dumb. I think it's better if it was one of each. Oh, well, we'll just pick what I am then. I'm a loner. That explains a lot, doesn't it? Zero the loner. Alright, now we can go back and go the thingy. So I can work out what I get extra minus or plus, right? Maybe, we're not sure. I don't know. That's clear. I get easily confused, remember? So the witch versus the loner. There's the witch and there's the loner, 0, so it stays the same. The nerd versus the loner. +1. Yay! So it becomes a -2. Um, the loner versus the loner. -1. God damn it, Mr. Ray. Becomes -3. The punk versus the loner. +1. Oh, that's good at least. So -2. What's left? The socialite. The social versus -1. Oh, cap. Cap. So he becomes 0. And that just leaves the athlete. So the athlete versus the learner is -1. He really doesn't like me. Yeah? Is that everything? You're the one who wanted to be a loner. I didn't want to be a loner. It's what I rolled. Okay. So let's at least get a couple of days in before we have to end of the stream. I roll a d6. 4 cards. I've been shuffling my, as I've been told, not very good shuffling for a while now. I will pick 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first card. The King of Hearts. Which is apparently big flower and leaves. The second card. The 10 of Clubs. That looks like an albatross, doesn't it? Royal Albatross Pier from Campbell Island. The third card is the 8 of Clubs. The top of my bat, that looks like Pahutakawa. Heavily flowering rata trees. Whoops, my bad. In Westland. 4 of Hearts. And just the usual ferns. Oh, on greenstone. Very nice. Okay. I will tell you what these things are. And then we will try and sort them into their day. There's a pencil. Right. No spades. No diamonds. We have clubs and we have hearts. Oh no! The clubs are the radio station equipment. The 8 of Clubs. Wait, did you just lose the licensing to the audio editing software you were using? How does it even happen? You were mid-project too. Take a point off the radio station's well-being. This card can be solved by a nerd. What? Take a take a point off the radio station's well-being? Oh no. Does it come back if we solve it? So it's now 4 out of 5. We'll say I have 15 out of 15 determination, I assume. Okay, so we need a nerd to fix that one. The 10 of Clubs is you just found a piece of equipment you've never seen before. It looks important, but you don't know what to connect it to, and now you're scared that you're just doing something wrong for weeks. Take a point off the radio station's well-being. This card can be solved by a broadcast engineer, which is also the nerd. No! I can only get them to call them once a day. We might even finish just like in the next radio station's falling apart. Okay. The next one, 4 of Hearts. One of your friends is in hot waters with their parental figure. They said they'd be at the radio station while they were somewhere else. And now the parental figure is calling to ask if they're with you. Do you think we should change parental figure to their spouse? With their spouse. With their SO. That's better. They said that they'd be at the radio station while they went somewhere else, and now the SO is calling to ask if they're with you. Choose one of the characters to not be able to interact with for this day and the next. This card can be solved by a voice actor. If solved, choose a character to gain a relationship point with. Okay. What's the other one? The King of Hearts. Take some time to think about your friends and everything you've been through together. What changed? Is anything still the same? If anyone still hates you, what would you do to make them like you again? Gain one relationship point with all your NPCs. Oh, that's a good one. Do I just have to think about them? Is it just how do I improve that? Do I have to act on that or just think about them? Interesting. Okay. Should we try and solve? I think I think I need to call the nerd to deal with the licensing or to the audio editing software. And fix that. This is so funny. Wait, did you just lose the licensing to the audio editing software you were using? How does it even happen? You're in mid project too. Take a point off the radio station's well-being. This can't be solved by nerd. I guess I can reapply the point if the nerd solves it for me. Oh no, we have to roll to make sure they solve it. I get my phone. I'm like, dude, 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 dolphin, dolphin, dolphin man, dolphin. I need help. Can you help me? Where do I get the how do I fix? I've lost the email for the licensing for the thing. Can you help me, dude? I can pay you back. I mean, I can do something for you. Um, I've got an awesome D20. How's it going? Okay, so let's roll to see how that went. So Dolph has a -2, so he's not a fan, which means it's going to be -1 to this roll, guys. Oh, thank God, I rolled a 6, so that's a 5. They helped me. That he come on over. He didn't even have to come on over. He just virtually, remotely into the computer and fixed it for me. Oh, dude, so good. I'll have that D20 for you. It's the one with the liquid core. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's awesome. And I gain a relationship point because he gets a D20 with a liquid core. Looks like a galaxy, man. It's so awesome. And he fixed it for me. He's just like thinking a little bit better of me because like I gave him something. Because nerds hate it when you just ask them to do something and you're like you don't have anything for them, right? So we fixed that. So I get my one relationship point and I get my I get my radio station point back. But I can't call him again today to fix the other thing. Because he said he had to go. He'd gone out. He put his phone on D&D, do not disturb, because he's playing Dungeons and Dragons. I offered him a case of Monster Energy drinks. Yeah, I'll do that next time. So anyway, we solved that one, but we can't solve the 10 of clubs. But the good thing is that problem won't come back again. Will it? Okay. So let's go deal with the hearts now. Okay. Who is in trouble with their ESO for lying to them about where they were? Who has an SO? Um, Trogs has an SO. Ooh, -3. Okay. And Mr. Ray has an SO. Minus. Why do the ones with SOs have -3s? Oh yeah, non-licensed D&D alternative, Dun-Duns and Dwagons. Thank you. Trogs. Why do Trogs and Mr. Ray both have -3? Why do the married people have the worst relationship with me? What the fuck, guys? Okay, which one? Which one? Which one? Should I flip a coin? I don't have a coin. Who has coins these days? Their wives don't like you. I wonder why. Well, yeah, I don't know. Wait, who should I pick? Mr. Ray? Okay, Mr. Ray in trouble. Okay, so Mr. Ray's in trouble. Choose one of the characters to not be able to interact with for this day and the next. So is that one of Mr. Ray? And this card by can be solved by the voice actor. Who's the voice actor? Maya. Oh no, Maya. Oh. If so, choose a character to gain a relationship point with. Okay, so good. So I gotta contact Maya. Oh, my mum messaged me. Oh, okay. Anyway, dude. Hey Maya. Hey, so I was thinking. Well, I've got a problem. Well, Mr. Ray's got a problem. Um, yeah, I know you had yes, he got married and you were dating. Yeah. Um, yeah, well, like I know, but what if I come round and watch some of your show with you? I mean, yeah, all you've got to do is pretend to be Mr. Ray and just say that you're hanging out with the radio station with me. Yep. Yeah, to his just leader's wife. Yep. Okay. Um yeah, no, I can I rolled a 4. Mine has a negative relationship with me, so that is -1. So there's a 3. Oh, you will? 2 seasons. Yeah, no, sure I can do that. That'll be fine. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. I'll get the other phone and you can. Yeah, sure. Okay. And I hold up another phone so she can talk to the ESO. Hmm. So Mr. Ray's unavailable for 2 days. I guess. I guess that's how it works. Should I improve my relationship with Mr. Ray or Maya? I can only pick one. Mr. Ray. Yeah, he like owes me. So I should make a note somewhere, shouldn't I? So day 1, this shit happened. Day 1. Day 1. Day 1. Day 1. So Mr. Ray is available again on day 3. I should put Dolph down for day 2. Available day 2. Maya. Maya. I've got to watch 2 seasons of Power Rangers. Oh, dear. All right. So that was the Four of Hearts. So the King of Hearts. I think about my friends. We did a lot together. We had we all started off. Wow, some of us started off together, meeting each other, and that time when we ended up in detention. It was very much kind of like the Breakfast Club, but I don't think we got up to just as much shenanigans. But we did end up deciding this, coming up with this whole radio station together for TTRPGs. Dolph was really into it. And I mean, we've all dabbled in TTRPGs sort of up to that point. And but then shit happened. We finished high school. Some of us went to college. Some of us traveled. Some of us got married. There was that big fight that happened that one time when we were all drunk, and that's why Mr. A is really not happy with me. And I still don't know why Trugs is, we just grew apart. It would be cool if we could like get together again and save the radio station. You know, I wonder what Cap's doing these days. Cap's pretty alright. I heard something about, you know, uh, they're starting yet another podcast. They're like, but it would be good if we could do some stuff. Maybe we could have a movie night or something. Or no, a barbecue, because then everyone could bring their significant others who all hate me and their children. Or we can't obviously Trogs obviously can't bring his cats, but I mean if we have it at Trogs's place, then the cats will also be there. So that would be cool. Yeah, and I could bring like the Uber salad that I make and cheesecake. Yeah, I'll bring cheesecake. Everyone likes my cheesecake. Lemon cheesecake with the malt biscuit base and some whipped cream on top and some cut up kiwi fruit slices and oh, we could have it at the radio station. We can't bring the cats to the radio station, Dixon. But anyway, I gained one relationship point with all of them just because I think about them. I guess it's my side of the relationship that has also improved as I now think more fondly about everyone. That was a really good card. -1. Look at me cruising. I don't think I can improve Rosie's anymore, can I? I think +3 is the highest we can go. Well, at least I think a little better of Trogs. I mean, I like cats. Who doesn't like cats? He's got some really good cats. Okay. And then we wake up and we turn on the radio station for day 2 of Tato TTRPG. How many issues do we have today? 5 issues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. 5 issues. 3 of spades. 4 of clubs. I got the hiccupies. 7 of clubs. King of clubs. We've got a lot of clubs. I can't remember what the clubs mean. Jack of diamonds. Ooh, the little ducky. The blue duck. Feel. Okie dokie. Well, we've got diamonds and spades. We've got a diamond and spades this time. Shall we start with them? Diamondos. Oh, I just dropped on my paper. Diamonds! Diamonds! The broadcast frequently goes wrong because at the end of the day, you're just a person trying to run a radio that was supposed to be full of people in different roles. These cards will affect your will to keep working at the radio station. Uh-oh, this is my determination. So, the Jack of Diamonds. Day 2. A rare moment where everything goes just right fills you with determination. What happened? Do you feel lucky now? Your character's will gains 1 point. But I don't have any emptiness. Well, maybe I'll save that one for the end of the day. Okay, spades. The local community is composed of neighborhoods that simply have no time for you and a local government tired of paying for the expenses of a local radio that nobody listens to anymore. These cards will affect your will to keep working on the radio, so more determination. Okay, spades. 3 of spades. There's a high society party happening in your town, and you attended in hopes of finding someone willing to fund the radio. Unfortunately, these people are very hard to talk to. Take a point off your character's will. This card will be solved by a socialite. Okay, so 3 of spades, day 2. Socialite. And then we have oodles of clubs. Clubs are super bad, but I've got 3 of them! Dixon! Let's start with the 4 of clubs. The radio computer is so broken that only magic would be able to fix it by now. Take a point of the radio station's well-being. This card can be solved by a witch. Okay. I know a witch. 7 of clubs. You were cleaning the station when you realized you could only use half the equipment because they were strategically positioned and you don't remember things from before. Take a point off of the radio station's well-being. This card can be solved by a producer. Who's a producer? Ah! Oh, well, Dolphin's available. God, I'm calling on him a lot. I'll have to offer him that case of Monster Energy drinks. Day 2. What was the other one? King. Although the equipment is falling to pieces, you can't help but be amazed by everything you got to build and be a part of. Take some time to think about all you've achieved despite the adversities and to wonder what comes next for the radio station you've come to love. The radio station gains 1 well-being point. Oh, that's good. Put that near the end as well. Okay, let's start with the shitty clubs then. Yeah, I know I gave him 2 rolls, otherwise I wouldn't be able to fix things. Like my Randolph just knows so much, okay? But he is available. Let us start with the broken computer. The radio computer is so broken that only magic would be able to fix it by now. Take a point off the radio station's well-being. Okay. And we need to talk to a witch. But we have a very good standing with Rosie the witch. I'll give Rosie a call. Hi, Rosie. Blessings to you. Yes, the sun, the moon. So, I need you to work your magic, if at all possible, please. Um, everything's just broken. Um, and it's so broken that only magic would be able to fix it by now. So I totally need you, Rosie. Rosie, please. Please. Oh, okay. You can come in. Excellent. You're actually here? Oh, for the barbecue. Nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, would you come and bless the equipment, the radio computer? Oh, you can do that? Oh, hang on, I forgot to roll for it. Let me check. Oh, that's good. It's a 5, so it's a 6. Ah, phew. Yep. Okay, you'll come in and bless it. That'll be great. Yeah, I've got some I made too much cheesecake for the barbecue, so you can take one home. Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you. Rosie the witch was able to come in and bless the computer, and it miraculously started working again. So let's make the radio station 4 out of 5 again. But then I was cleaning up because Rosie said I had to clean up to help with the blessing. Um, and then I couldn't remember where it had to go back again because everything's strategically placed. There's a lot of cable spaghetti going on and stuff, and now the cables won't reach. So I guess I gotta phone up Dolphin again. And offer him a case of Monster Energy drink to help him while he's making apps for rich idiots. Doot, 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 doot. Hey, Dolphin. I moved things around to clean it, and now the cables don't. Now I know you told me not to move everything. Yes, yes, Dolphin. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I could offer you a case of Monster Energy drink. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, you're diabetic? Oh, well, this is sugar-free Monster Energy drink. That's fine. I can get a case of that. Yep. Okay, cool. I'll see you soon. Yep. Thank you. Bye. So that improves the relationship by 1, right? So it's a +1. He's getting a lot out of me. Excellent. So I'll mark that off. Um, So the last part is, although the equipment is falling to pieces, you can't help but be amazed by everything you got to build and be a part of. So Dolphin turns up and puts everything back in place. It's like amazing how he remembers where everything was, even though he's not here, on the regular anymore. Things are going reasonably well, Dixon, which means they will go bad later because we have to use the whole deck. Yeah, and it's amazing because like sometimes we have to turn things off and on again, but they still work. And that weird stuff yesterday with losing that license, I mean, what the fuck was up with that? I don't know, that was weird. But yeah, we still have, we might have reduced our hours that we're live, I mean, but we still produce some good quality content, I think. And even though it's just mostly me in here day in and day out doing like everything, except for then there's something I can't do and I need someone to help you. Most of the time people come and help me. But what we started has a really good foundation and it's still going strong. Even if we aren't getting as many people listening, and even if the government is trying to shut us down because we don't deserve funding, that's only according to them. My station gains 1 well-being point. Yes. I get back that I lost yesterday because I couldn't fix a thing. Okay, so that's that one. 3 of spades. Oh yeah, they've got that high society event I gotta go to. I managed to get in. Oh well, do I even get in? Phone up. I'll phone up the socialite. Hey, Cap. So this high social society party happening in town in New Potato Fid, and I need to go and see if I can talk some people up, hobnob or whatever it is you do in these things, influence maybe, I don't know whatever the current buzzwords are, and try and get them to throw some money at the radio station. I was wondering if you could help me out there. Now, I currently have a positive relationship with Cap, so that gives me a +1, but I rolled a 2. But that's okay because it's a 3 and they will help me, and I'll be like, yep, is it, I'll be your +1 and you will dress me. Ha. Dress and makeup. Ooh. And I have to say that you are the most beautiful person in the room. Right, I guess I can do that. Yep. Anything for the radio station. Okay, I'll see you late. I'll see you tonight. You'll pick me up with a limo. Oh, but I need to get you a corsage. Yeah, sure, I can do that. I'm sure the florist is still open. Yep. I'll see you then. Bye, Cap. Well, that was solved. So me and Cap, they should make us roll to see how well the day actually went, shouldn't they? Okay, so it's a +2. Whew, hoi, 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 hoi. And I'm really working these relationships, aren't I? And the last one is a diamond, which is the Jack of Diamonds. A rare moment where everything goes just right fills you with determination. What happened? Do you feel lucky now? Your character's will gains 1 point. I don't need that. Nothing went away. Am I supposed to remove determination? I think it tells me when I need to remove determination, doesn't it? Okay. It's a pity I can't leave that one on hold for another day. But the broadcast did go well. Even though we had some uh, uh, technology concerns, we were still able to get the show out fine. Well, the show, I mean, the whole day's worth of stuff. I mean, some of it we have to record in advance, obviously, because I need to go to the toilet and stuff, and eat and sleep. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of it gets outsourced. But yeah, everything went well today. Woohoo! So day 2 is a success. 5 out of 5 radio station, and the determination is still there. Day 3. What was it said that I had to get for? I was covering for someone. So this covers. Choose one for this time. Yeah. So Mr. Ray is available again if needed. Let me roll for day 3. That's good, right? 1 card. The 6 of spades. Look at those fun guys. What is the 6 of spades? Uh-oh. It starts off with the word unfortunately. Your new show has been overshadowed by a sports event that you're not very familiar with. The local government asked you to cover it instead, but you're not sure how. What? We're a TTRPG radio station. What did we know about sports? Day 3. Oh, at the end of every day, I'm supposed to roll to see how all of the relationships have adjusted. Whoops. But anyway, let's call Trogs first. Hey, Trogs. Yeah, buddy. How you doing? Everything good? Oh, your cats are sick. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I hope it gets better real soon. Yep. Um, so there's this sports ball game going on. Yeah, and at the local government, the people who fund us, well, some of our funding, like a tiny percentage of our fund. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they want us to cover the sports ball. Yeah. Um. No, it's unfortunate because we were gonna do like an yeah. Well, gonna be a it was gonna be an interview with Michael Sands. Yeah, unfortunately, well, I'll have to put that in another time slot. Yeah. So we have to find some kind of TTRPG angle for the sports ball. Yeah, would you be able to? Would you please be able to help me there? I don't know anything about the sports ball. Rolling. Um, we're at a negative with Trogs at the moment, so that's a -1, and I rolled a 3. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, yeah, I understand. You have to spend time with your sick cat. Yes. Mhm. No. Yeah, that's very important. Maybe in. He hung up. Whose relationship point with this character? I mean, I like cats, but trucks is just so difficult. Well, I guess take a point of my character's will. I somehow have to cover the sports ball. Uh, 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 well, that was the end of day 3, at least. I should go back and do the roles for everyone else, shouldn't I? For the last 3 days that I didn't deal with. Or should I just do it from here on out? That would probably be easier than backtracking. So I did dealt with everyone. I dealt with Trogs today, but no one else. So I'll roll for everyone else, I guess. Let's start with Dolph. He is a positive, so we have a +1, which is good because I rolled really well. So I'll change that to a 2. Mr. Ray, you are available again. You're at a negative of me, so it's a -1. Gets worse. His wife found out that he was lying and he's blaming me. Okay, let's go with Maya next. Maya is a negative. But I did go and watch 2 seasons of the Power Strangers. I mean, it's got to be legally distinct, right? So we get some good time together. We'll rename them to the Pink Stranger and the Power Strangers. Okay. Hit save. It's good. It's good. Cap. We've got positive relationship with caps. That's a +1. It goes up because I rolled a 6, baby. Um, yeah, we had a really good time that night, and because of me, Cap ended up going home with someone really hot. Don't ask me how I did it because I don't know. Rosie, we have a positive relationship with. So that's a +1. Still good. I can't go up any higher, I don't believe. And it was Trogs. So that was the end of day 3. Dolph is just really happy because all that stuff that I said I was getting for him arrived at the same time. So yeah. We'll do one more day and then call it so Trogs and me can go have lunch at a reasonable time. And Trogs can't call me for reals because he's on the phone for work. 3 cards. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We have the 6 of clubs, which is the North Island brown kiwi. 3 chances to win. The 7 diamonds, which is a Ko-Fi. Tui's like to drink the nectar of this, and it gets them drunk, because it usually gets fermented. And we have the 6 of arts, the 6 of hearts. And this is a gannet. The burb. Alright, so we have hearts, diamonds, and clubs. Clubs is the radio station equipment, so the 6 of clubs. What are we on, day 4? You just connected a cord to the wrong thing, and a bit of a spark came out. You are now terrified to move anything. Take a point off the radio station's well-being. This card can be solved by a broadcast engineer. Well, we're doing well with Dolph at the moment, but oh my god, who hasn't done that? Who hasn't made a spark? Okay, so that's the 6 of clubs. Diamonds is the broadcast itself. 7 of diamonds. Why can't you ever follow through with your plans? You have dozens of half-finished projects. Oh, hitting me. Ah. For reals. And your listeners keep asking you when you'll do the next episode. Oh no! Oh, reality! Oh, it's hitting me. Take a point off your character's will. This card can be solved by a program director. We have one of those. And the 6 of hearts. Day 4. One of your friends promised one of their friends that they would reorganize their basement. Turns out that basement is messier than they thought. Choose one of the characters to not be able to interact with for this day and the next. This card can also be solved by the athlete. If solved, choose a character to gain a relationship point with. Ooh. But Trugs is not happy with me at the moment. I don't know if Trugs. Hmm. Do you think Trugs would be able to help with me? Next, it needs an extra line. Take a point off the stream as well. I think you mean the podcast. Will podcast as well. I mean, we can always phone Trugs and try. Yeah. Let's phone Trugs and find out. Although I called him first last time. So we'll try Dolph, because Dolph's been doing pretty good, alright? So Dolph, what's Dolph for? No, program director. Okay, let's call Dolph. Here's my phone. Boop boop beep boop 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 boop. He's still on the phone at work. Doofus. Dixon. I'm so sorry. Boop 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 boop. Hey Dolph. Um, so, so I plugged in a plug, and I think I plugged into the wrong thing because there was a bit of a spark it came out, and I'm terrified to move anything. This could be bad. Would you be able to like come on over and um I've got some uh oh, Michael Sands, he came in and did an interview, and he signed a monster of the squeak um book for me. Maybe I could give that to you to pay you back. What is my what is my relationship with Dolph? It's actually good at the moment, so +1. 5 plus 1 is 6. Oh, yeah? You will? Yep, yep. I'll go get that I'll go get that signed book. Yeah, I know, I know. Yep, a drink. Yep, Monster of the Squeak. Yep, and a drink. It'll be waiting for you, buddy. If you could just Yep, excellent. See you soon. Bloop. So, Monster of the Squeak, yeah, it's, oh, man, Dolph's my new best friend. He's always here, it seems. I had to give him a Monster of the Squeak signed book, but it went well. So what was that, day 4? It was 6 of clubs. Alright, 7 of diamonds. Dolphins always had a crush on you. Dolphin did? I guess me and Dolphin had the most in common. I mean, I don't know if I wanted to be Chris Perkins, but I totally into Chris Perkins. He's awesome. Maybe that's why he was into Chris Perkins and he wanted to be Chris Perkins. Maybe he thought that I wanted to date Chris Perkins. 7 of diamonds. Why can't you ever follow through with your plans, Zero? You have dozens of half-finished projects, and your listeners keep asking you when the next episode be. Take a point off your character's will. Take a point off my will. And this card can be solved by the program director. Yeah, I need like someone to help me out here. So who's the program director? Marketing, reporter, radio host. Mr. Ray. Okay. I'll call up Mr. Ray. Let's see how this goes. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Mr. Ray. Yeah, so I'm having some trouble doing some project managing of getting things done and out on time. And the listeners really want more of that $20 creature feature. Yeah, but I'm just not able to get it finished. I just need some motivation and someone to help me with my time management and organizing it, and organizing all the people and stuff and getting it in there. Yeah. So yeah, for the $20 creature feature. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe I should have called it the double creature feature, but that would imply that I would need double episodes. Maybe we should rename it the double creature feature, and we can get 2 episodes out back to back to make them happy. Well, what do you think? Do you have some time to help me there? So Mr. A has a negative relationship with me at the moment, so that's a -1. Let's roll for that one. It's a 4 minus 1 equals 3. Yeah, and I mean, it's something that you could, yeah. I mean, I've got a little bit of money I could pay you. Yeah, it's the school holidays. Oh, yeah, great. So you're not getting paid at the moment, so I can pay you a little bit to do that. That would, yep. I got a little bit extra funding from that social event that I went to with Cat. Yep. Okay, cool. Yep, I'll see you soon. No, you don't even have to come in. Just send it over Strello, and yeah, awesome. Okay, thanks. Bye. Bloop. So that's that one done, and that was a positive solved by my director, so I can get some determination back, people. And Mr. Ray's getting a little bit of money because we got some funding. So we've improved our relationship a little bit because it's school holidays. Teachers don't get paid in America on school holidays for some reason. And I get back some determination. Save. And we just have the Six of Hearts, which is. Where did that come from? I didn't even look at that earlier. I didn't even know. So Six of Hearts is our teammates. Oh, shit, man. So what is this day for? I thought it was the Eight of Hearts, and I read something else about the whole basement thing with trogs. No, I was wrong. I was wrong, people. So, one of your friend's family has decided that the radio station isn't worth their time and is asking your friend to quit. So it's another SO, isn't it? It's gonna be drugs. Ah! Well, someone has a boyfriend or a girlfriend. No, or maybe the child. No, only Mr. Ray has children at this point. Let's finish reading it before we decide how this goes. It's going to take a little convincing for them to stop fighting with said friend. Choose one of the characters to not be able to interact with for this day and the next. This card can be solved by a socialite. If solved, choose a character to gain a relationship point with. So Cap can help us, hopefully, with someone who said they're spending too much time with the radio station. I mean, Dolph is the one who's been spending the most time with the radio station, so maybe Dolph's mm, mother is telling him to grow up and get a real job. Because I mean, she currently makes apps for rich idiots and works on the radio station. Maybe she wants him to make more apps. Okay, so Cap is gonna help me hopefully convince Dolph or Dolph's mother to shut the fuck up and let him do what he wants. So let's give that a try. We'll see if we can talk Cap into to helping with that because we need Dolph, obviously. Do. Hey Cap, how was the your night with the mhm, 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 mhm. I w mhm, I was, I was just wondering if, you could talk to Dolph's mom to get her to, to stop being a helicopter parent to her adult son? Mm? Mm. No, okay, you're not gonna do me any favors at the moment because of how badly that night with that dude ended up. Right, okay, I understand. Okay, no, no, okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. That didn't go well. Whoops. That was not good. So Mr. Ray, not Mr. Ray, Dolph is unavailable until day 6. Today's day 4 and day 5. And I guess I lose the relationship point with Cap because he had a bad night with the dude. Do I lose a determination or anything? No, I just lose a person, a relationship point. Okay, so we'll just roll for the relationship points that was left. Um, so do I roll for Dolph even? I guess so, because he's having a bad time with his mom anyway. And he has a worse time with his mom, and I said that I would help, but I didn't help, and I just made things worse. So that's why he's not as happy with me at the moment. So how's Mr. Ray feeling? He's still negative towards me, so it's a -1. But that was a 5. -1 is 4. What have we done? How did I improve things with Mr. Ray? Oh, he's really happy that he's got some pay. And he's helping out with the double creature feature, which was formerly known as $20 creature feature. So who's up next? Maya. She is neutral towards me, so no pluses or minuses. That's a 5. I've now gone and watched the 3rd season of her TV show with her, including the extras. So she is now +1 with me. And we have Trogs, who's really, really unhappy with me. Last we talked to him, he had a sick cat he had to stay home with. But I sent his cat some catnip, some fresh catnip, for his other cats who might be feeling a little bit stressed that the other cat's sick and they're not getting as much attention. So his other cats are very happy. And the catnip went down well, so he's feeling a little bit more happy towards me, but it's still negative. Let's see how Rosie's doing. Yeah, Rosie's Rosie. I'm sending some really funny memes to Rosie over social media. And yeah, they're having a really good time over in Morocco, wherever it is they're at the moment. So yeah, so we're sending messages and memes back and forth at random times of the day, since I am up late sometimes dealing with the radio station. And that's day 4, all done. Wow, what do you guys think of that? I think we'll have to come back and finish off the rest of the game. Yeah? And I mean, how many more days can we do? I've still got heaps of cards left. We've got to go through the whole deck to see if we win. I think we've done pretty good. It's a good start. We'll get through it a bit faster next time because we won't have to do any setup next time, will we? Oh, this is good fun. Thank you for helping me make friends or bring back relationships. We'll have to tell Mr. Ray, Maya, and Cap and Rosie that we've included them in here. But yes, I gotta go so we can eat. Let's wave awkwardly. Bye.